So Daniel Suárez is batting right for 2026, and at his hip driving for Spire Motorsports, and he will drive the 7 Chevrolet specifically. The announcement of this was made back in October. Suárez is replacing Justin Haley, who was the previous driver of the 7 and had 2 stints with the team, but that departure was announced on October 14th. Freeway Insurance will join Suárez at Spire, in which the team called it an, quote, anchor partner. The company will be a primary sponsor of the 7, starting in the Daytona 500 on February 15th, 2026. Haley will be returning to Kaulig Racing. However, this time it's in the Chrysler Truck Series, as he'll be driving a Ram truck as part of Ram's return to the Chrysler Truck Series in 2026 also. Suárez joins the Spire team, owned by Jeff Dickerson and Dan Torres. Suárez previously drove the 99 Chevrolet for 5 years at Trackhouse Racing. With that team, he got both of his Cup Series wins, as he got his first in 2022 at Sonoma Raceway and became the first Mexican-born driver to win a Cup Series race in the process. Here's Suárez talking at the announcement of going to Spire and more. To be quite honest with you, it was a no-brainer. Suárez said, how Spire Motorsports has grown the last 3 years. I mentioned this to Jeff 3 years ago. I probably wasn't looking at Spire Motorsports as an option. Right now, I believe that this is the fastest growing team in NASCAR, and I want to be part of that. I know that they are not even close to being done. They're just getting started. Suárez made the playoffs twice during his time at Trackhouse, which he did in 2022 and 2024. However, he didn't do that this year in 2025 and finished 29th in the points standings. Trackhouse made the announcement on July 1st that Suárez wouldn't come back to that team after agreeing to go their separate ways. That gave Connor Zilisch an opportunity to move up to the Cup Series and compete for Sunoco Rookie of the Year in 2026. Zilisch will drive the 88 Chevrolet at Trackhouse. Dickerson admitted in October that neither Suárez nor the 7 team had the results they were hoping for in 2025. Suárez finished the year with 2 top 5s and 7 top 10s in the 99, which was the lowest for him since 2021, which was his first year with Trackhouse. Haley drove the 7 car to 1 top 5 and 2 top 10s, which was the worst of his Spire teammates, with them being Carson Hocevar and Michael McDowell. With the veteran Suárez joining the 7, this is a move that both parties hope will lead to success. Here's Dickerson talking about the partnership with Suárez and more. It's just a thing where I think we need each other. Dickerson said, I think all of us love a good story of redemption and giving people a platform to prove doubters wrong. And so I think in this case, Daniel needs to show everybody that this year was an outlier, and we want to show everybody that the 7 car's performance this year was an outlier as well. Here's more from Suárez on how his year went and more. This year, it was not the way that I really wanted it to go with my team, and the same thing with the 7, Suárez said. So I believe that we both have some things that we want to get back in place, and we're hungry to do that. Spire made his debut in the Cup Series in 2019 and got his first and only win with Haley that July at Daytona International Speedway in a rain-shortened race. The organization has grown since, with it having 3 cars in 2024. Suárez will have teammates with a fellow veteran in McDowell and Hocevar, who was Rookie of the Year in 2024. All 3 of Spire's drivers did make the playoffs in 2025, with Haley having the worst run, with him finishing 31st in the final point standings. Here's more from Dickerson on Suárez's situation for 2026 and more. I think desperation is a big thing, he said. He doesn't want to be in this situation again next year. I don't want to be in this situation, you know? I mean, I feel like we're changing driver to driver to driver here. But I really just think if he can just be himself, just be steady, he's capable of winning races and running in the top 5. And I think that's really just our next step, is just consistently being there. We're obviously there. It's just, can we consistently get all 3 cars in that mix? And maybe not just 1, or some weeks 2. Suárez then joined the National Series ranks after winning in the NASCAR Mexico Series, and also in what is now called the ARCA Menard Series East. Suárez won the Xfinity Series Championship in 2016 with Joe Gibbs Racing, and then went to the Cup Series the next year in 2017 after Carl Edwards' retirement at JGR. Suárez also then drove for Stewart-Haas Racing and Guard Brothers Racing before joining Justin Marks and Pitbull at Trackhouse for the team's inaugural Cup season in 2021. Here's more from Dickerson on how Suárez fits in with Spire and more. He's going to fit in perfect, Dickerson said. I think in these situations, I don't think we have to do anything really that much different. And I don't want Daniel doing anything different. Daniel knows how to do this. Daniel's won races at every level, right? Won a championship, so we don't need him to be anybody that he's not. Suárez said he felt a little jealous seeing Spire cars outrun him during the year. He estimated 98% of his team will be new in 2026. Suárez feels like he's starting fresh with his new opportunity at Spire. Here's more from him and more. Honestly, right now, I feel like it's kind of like my first year in the Cup Series, Suárez said. Like, I just feel like everything is new, a lot of butterflies in my stomach, and super excited to get going. The team's announcement is just for 2026, but Dickerson added that, quote, "We have a path forward for multiple years, for sure." Here's more from Suárez. "My goal, and I'm sure that it's Spire Motorsports' goal and Jeff's goal, is to make this a long-term relationship." Suárez said, "And hopefully we can write a great chapter together, winning races, fighting for championships, and start to hang banners in the race shop." This is an interesting move by Daniel Suárez to join Spire Motorsports and all that. Definitely wouldn't have expected this announcement before it was announced and all that, but definitely it's a good move for Suárez, especially because of the fact that he gets to stay in the Cup Series and all that. I definitely wouldn't have wanted him to go back to the Xfinity Series, which is going to be the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series in 2026. Definitely, he's a Cup Series driver, and it was nice that he has some stability there at Trackhouse and all that, but definitely they just decided to part ways with him and all that, and he's got a new ride now. But definitely, for him to join Spire, definitely he's got good teammates there with Michael McDowell and Carson Holzhauer. So definitely, it's cool that he gets to stay with Chevrolet and Freeway Insurance joining him as well. That's a pretty cool thing there especially. But yeah, since he joined Trackhouse, he had some success there in the Cup Series, as he got all of his wins with that team. Especially earlier in his career, he bounced around a lot, especially because of the fact that when Carl Edwards retired and all that, he wasn't ready yet to go to the Cup Series because of the fact that when Edwards retired in January 2017, it was just so sudden and all that. It was such a shock to the NASCAR garage, and Suárez wasn't yet ready to be a Cup Series driver, so definitely he needed a couple years to develop. And the thing is, he bounced around from team to team, like I said, especially it didn't work out at Joe Gibbs Racing or Stewart Haas Racing, and then Guard Brothers Racing, it didn't work out there either. But definitely once he got to Trackhouse, he finally had some comfort and be able to be able to home and all that with a team. So definitely, it was good that he got to be there for 5 years. It was unfortunate that he didn't get to return and all that, but definitely for it to be Aspire, especially a team that has other rides and all that, hopefully it'll bring more success for him there, especially. Definitely, the team had great runs with Holzhauer and McDowell this year in 2025, so hopefully in 2026, they'll continue to have more success, and definitely with the knowledge and experience of Suárez, hopefully that'll help there, especially because of the fact that Suárez is a very talented driver and all that. For him to be able to be in the Cup Series this long, definitely says something about his commitment and all that, so definitely he didn't have the best success, especially like in 2025 and all that. You know, he had that incredible win there in 2024 at Atlanta Motor Speedway, the spring race. What an incredible 3-wide photo finish there with that win and all that, especially. That was the last time he won in the Cup Series, so definitely, hopefully he gets to have some success there, especially at Spire. I've always liked Suárez, especially because of the fact that also he's the only Hispanic driver in the Cup Series, so definitely he's representing not just Mexico, but all Latin America, so hopefully he gets to have some success there at Spire and all that, and I've always liked Suárez, so like I said, and I'm rooting for him. Hopefully he gets to have a chance to win and all that, especially with Spire. So, especially a team like that, the last couple of years have really shown something, especially. Like I said, Holzhauer, he's been having a lot of great runs, and I feel like he's going to win eventually because of the fact that he's been running so well for a number of races that he ran with Spire since he first started. So, I feel like a win for him is coming. And McDowell, he has some good runs there, especially. So, definitely, Suárez made the right choice by staying in the Cup Series, especially because of the fact that he gets a chance to prove that he's still worthy of being in the Cup Series, and I definitely think he is. So, definitely, good luck to him there with Spire, and hopefully he gets to win and all that. So, definitely a pretty cool opportunity for Suárez. So, hopefully you get a chance to take advantage of that and get to win, like I said. So, definitely it'll be interesting to see how he does there at Spire. So, yeah, that'll be pretty cool. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, and if you are brand new, subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.